What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is different. We are talking about language, but first let me introduce myself. Hello, please. Okay. Hi, my name is Cara Danielle. 你好，我的名字是卡拉 Danielle. 안녕하세요. 저는 Cara Danielle입니다. Bonjour, je m'appelle Cara Danielle. สวัสดีฉันคือ Cara Danielle. Hi, my name is Cara Danielle. Yeah! I got it. It was a little rough, but I got it. Anyway, today we're talking about languages and the languages that I want to learn. This video is another video from my 32 things for 32 video that I made. These are the 32 things I want to do for chapter 32, and I am doing them. I am putting forth effort into doing them. And so today's video is all about language. If you want to see that video and also my Notion template that I created with that video, the link will be up above somewhere, I think this way, or not this way. It's going to be this way because it's going to be this way. Anyway, let's get into the video. Okay, so what is up, you guys? My name is Cara Danielle. Hey, ni hao, bonjour, sawasdee, sawadika, annyeong. Anyway, so these are other languages. Obviously, if you have not guessed, we're talking about Chinese, Korean, Thai, and French. And I already speak English, so here we are. So today's video, I am going to talk about the languages that I want to learn, and also go through a Notion template that I found on YouTube from this beautiful creator. And so we're going to put together all the languages, and I'm going to walk you through the reasons why I want to learn these languages, all the questions, and set up the Notion template with you in this video. So if you like that, you interested, stay tuned. Let's go to the screen sharing. You're only going to see this part of my face, and we're going to fill out the Notion template, right? Let's do it. I got this template from another creator named Anna Links. I will link her video in the description below. She created a beautiful Notion template that I've stolen like many others, and so I'm going to use this Notion template. As you can see, I've did a few things in it already, but I'm going to use this Notion template to start my language learning journey. So let's get into it. So obviously I'm gonna, let's see, hopefully I can make this big enough. Ooh, no, that's too big. Okay, there we go. So this is the language. Look, to learn a language is to have a new window from another world. And so you have plan for the week, daily log, journal entries, and then you have goals. I think today we're only gonna like set up the languages, the goals, and then we're gonna do the get started, and I will come back and do like the daily things when we get into each languages. Obviously, if you did not know from like my little introduction, so the languages that I want to learn are Mandarin, and I don't want to, because that's not what this is. Okay. Oops, I can't spell, y'all. Okay. Okay, so you have the plan for the week, daily log, journal entries, goals, and then of course you have all the languages you want to learn. You have your daily log, you have your getting started, which is what we'll do here, and then I might do the goals here, life goals, 2026 months goals. So I might just do the get started with me and then the goals, and then we'll talk about the different languages. Sounds great? Sounds fair? Okay. So if you did not notice from the from the beginning of the intro, the languages I want to learn are, first it is Mandarin, then Korean, Thai, and French. And the reasons why I want to learn these languages: one, I actually traveled to Thailand recently. I actually also have plans to travel back to Thailand, and so I love the atmosphere, the people, the food, the language. I had a great time. Everyone treated me just beautifully, and so obviously I plan to explore Thailand as much as I can, and so I want to be able to explore and also, you know, speak to the people there. And as I, you know, learn to say hi and hello and goodbye and order food, you could tell that they were, you know, it was kind of funny, but you could tell that they were, you know, happy that I was actually trying, and it gave them a good tickle to hear me say, you know, the things that I asked. And so Thai is definitely one. French, I actually studied French for 2 years in high school, 2 years in middle school, and then 2 years in college, and I can only say je m'appelle. I can say bonjour, oui oui, that's it, croissant, croissant. I can say croissant, and then that's horrible. The funny thing, I had a tutor. I used Verbalink for a lot of my language learning. I had a tutor, a French tutor. His name was Christian. He was a great tutor. I had so much fun with him, and he would always call me, and this was when Empire was big at the time, and so he would call me Cookie, and I used to be like, why are you calling me Cookie? And he explained to me that my personality was just big and I remind him of Cookie. But anyway, Verbalink is a good resource, and also we are going to focus on learning Colonial French. There's also another meaning with French, but we'll talk about that in another video because I am also a Louisianian, and so there's also a subsect of French called Louisiana Creole, and so it has different it's partially a dialect from Colonial French that the people in Louisiana spoke, and so I did get into that culture, learned it a little bit, and I want to dig deeper in the future about Louisiana Creole, Louisiana French, but that's another video, another time, another day. Back to the other languages. So we talked about Thai, we talked about French. Korean, I actually had an opportunity to go to Seoul in the winter of 2020, right before the pandemic. And so I did have a tutor. His name was Billy. Verbalink is a very good source. It's pretty cool. I learned a few things. I can probably say the alphabet, the like sounding, but ask me a few things now, okay? We're still learning, and then obviously the last one is Mandarin. I do have plans to go to these places, even though I've already been to one of these places. I have plans, but I also watch media from these places. I watch Thai dramas or Thai movies and TV shows. I watch Chinese TV shows or TV series and movies, and I also watch Korean TV shows and movies, and it would be great to not have to use subtitles while watching these shows and movies. So those are like the overall reasons why I want to learn these languages. So let's get into the learning hub. Here we go. And so I went ahead and just started. So Mandarin, I plan to start this Mandarin on September 1st, 2020. And so I just went ahead and put, you know, my start dates, and we'll talk about daily log and resources later. And so I've already did that for Korean, Thai, and French. So that's kind of cute. I'm happy about that. So let's get started. What languages do you want to learn? I just talked about that. I also have Arabic and Cantonese. Mandarin and Cantonese are probably on my top priority list, and you have Korean, Thai, French, and I have a tattoo in Arabic, and so eventually I would like to learn Arabic. But so these are the languages that I would like to learn. And so again, what languages are your priority right now? And so I would say my priority right now is Mandarin, Korean, and Thai. Again, I have plans to go to Thai, South Korea, and Chinese here in the next upcoming year. So these are the focuses right now. How much time are you willing to dedicate to this language? I'm sorry, I kind of went ahead and did a few things. So how much time are you willing to dedicate to language learning a week? So this is the part where I'm like, I don't know, because as you know, I work full-time. I am also a full-time PhD student, and so I want to dedicate enough time to this. I dedicate 2 hours each day to my classes. So technically I devote, because I have 2 classes now, I devote 4 hours to my schoolwork. So it kind of, and I work 8 hours a day. So, we get tricky here. And then I'm also creating videos. So we're getting a real tricky here in with time. So I decided I just want 8 hours. I think that's enough for 3 languages. I'm not sure, but I think that's enough. I think that's enough, and it'll kind of help with my goals. I'm gonna say 8 hours a week. We'll come back and change it if, it's not it. Okay. So how much time do you want to spend on each language? So in her video, she talked about the percentages and priorities. So I have listed out my percentages, and I said I wanted 40% Mandarin, 35%, 35% Thai, and then Korean 25%. Hopefully that's 100%, because it has to equal 100% some. And so total hours, you put 8 hours, I think. Yeah, total hours, you put 8 hours for, like, what is 40% of 8 hours? And then that's 190 minutes. That's 3 hours and 20 minutes, I think. And then 25% of 8 is 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. 35% of 8 is 170, and then 2.8. So, like, I don't know, like, what is it? 2 hours and like 40 minutes, I think. Yeah. So, because it's 80%, yeah. 40 minutes, I think. Possibly. Anyway, so, and the sum of is 8 hours. So I'm expelling a week. I need to be spending 3 hours on Mandarin, 2 hours on Korean, and then 2 and 3/4, 2 and almost halves on Thai. So that's that. So then we're gonna skip over resources because I'm still working on that part. Let's make your language timetable. So I think we'll talk about this on the goals side of things, but what is important is that I want to focus on speaking and listening for Mandarin and Korean, because one of the goals are to have a conversation, a basic conversation, and also be able to watch a Korean drama or a Korean movie or a Chinese movie or a movie in Mandarin or a TV show in Mandarin without using subtitles. So speaking and listening are very important for Mandarin, and actually really all 3, Thai and Korean, because for Thai I really do want to speak and listen. Honestly, with Korean I do want to write, since I actually know the alphabet somewhat and I've taken time to learn the alphabet. With Korean, I really want to be able to read, write, and speak and listen. So I really want to, like, full circle with Korean for sure. Thai, I'm not even gonna talk about Thai characters and the tonal aspect of that. Woo. And then Mandarin, obviously you have the characters, the Chinese characters. So yeah, so I'm not sure. We still working that part out, but because I'm a little nervous. But I think for all 3, the idea is more speaking and listening. Korean for sure, I would like an added component of being able to write and read. The same thing for Mandarin. I would actually be able to, like, read a sign, you know, write, you know, words down. So we'll figure it out. So what days are you studying? And so I'm gonna have to see what she put here.
So what we have here is we have the name of.
Okay, so what days are you studying? The more the better. And so since I have 8 hours, I'm gonna try to do every day. I mean, 8 hours between I'm gonna try every day. What days are we studying? Every day. Every day. And I say every day because at least for me, every day will not consist of writing. You know, I'm gonna throw some interesting things in here as I learn. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna throw some interesting things. So we're gonna say every day because we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. And so are there any languages you shouldn't miss? I don't think so. You shouldn't mix. I don't think so. I'm gonna just put I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, so now that we've answered all of the questions, I want to go back and then we're going to take these toggles off here. Okay. And then we're going to talk about our goals. Okay, so we have 4 languages. I'm just going to Mandarin. Okay, so now we are at our goals. Okay, so we're asking the hard questions. Why do you want to, as she said, why do you want to learn these languages? And so for Mandarin, the reason why I want to learn Mandarin is because I would actually like to live live in Okay, so for Mandarin, I would actually like to live in Shanghai, Taiwan for at least a month. Just, visit, and also, when it comes to Mandarin, I would like to live in Shanghai, Taiwan for a month. And okay, so this is the second one. Have a conversation about culture, life, and connect. Well, oops, there we go. And to connect to know this, that's a weird sentence, but you get what I'm talking about. you get what I'm putting down. Okay. So here we are. We're talking about goals. So for Mandarin, I would like to live in Shanghai or Taiwan for about a month, just like a month-long vacation, and be able to have conversations about culture, life, and just connect to another culture. I am also, my doctoral degree is very special to me, and it has some very special connotations, which also has kind of plunged me into this research of like all types of ways of life or spiritual practices. And I would absolutely love to connect and talk to people about their spiritual practices and what they mean to them, and also ones tied to Mandarin, like Tibetan Buddhism. I just recently started exploring green tar. So really talking about the culture and be able to connect in that way using language, which in this case is Mandarin. Okay, moving on. So French. Why do I want to speak French? So honestly, first of all, it's to fulfill my like inner middle school child. She always, inner middle school, middle child for speaking French. So I kept picking that language from like French to high school to college. So obviously there's something there. And to also connect to oops, I cannot spell today, culture. Okay, so and the second reason is to connect to Louisiana Creole culture and understanding French colonization. So again, you have Colonial French, and you also have Louisiana Creole. I think you have Haitian French. So I do want to learn the language, learn Colonial French, but I also want to learn about the French colonization and how it not only affected where I'm from, which is Louisiana, but how the languages and the dialect connect. So there you have it. So moving on. So Korean, I would love to have a conversation. What I cannot like, let me say something. Spelling is not my conversation in Korean. Also watch I think this is the goal with all of them. But for sure, Korean. So have a conversation in Korean. Also watch a drama without subtitles. And of course, visit for an extended holiday. So for Thai, so for Thai, I'm going back to Thailand, to Chiang Mai, and definitely getting, and so I'm excited to do that. And so for Thai, I absolutely want to be able to while traveling, be able to hold a basic conversation while traveling, like ordering, talking. Again, I stayed in Phuket, so there were people that spoke English, but there are other times where I had to pull out my Google Translate to talk to individuals because, you know, they didn't speak English and I couldn't speak Thai. And so I would absolutely want to be able to hold a basic conversation while traveling. And then also, the reason why I would want to learn Thai is to understand the spiritual practice of y'all. I don't know what it is, really. Okay, boom. And so the second reason is understanding the spiritual practice of tattoos and religion in Thailand. Well, I don't think it's religion. I think it's more a way of life. Either way, either way, hopefully I can understand and connect through language and understanding why those tattoos are important, which is actually one of the reasons why I'm going back, is to understand that process and possibly get a tattoo, get that particular tattoo. Now, this is really all I wanted to fill out, at least on this video, because this video is getting quite long. I will finish this and come back and, like, you know, do a dilly dally, a complete tally of what, you know, of what I. Okay, my bad, y'all. The video stop recording. But anyway, yes. So I have filled out my goals. I have filled out my questions. Let's get into how much time or the days in the delegation, and that'll be it for this video. Okay, so we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I said I wanted to do them every day. So for Mandarin, so for Thai, I have 2 hour 2.8, which 2.8, what's 80% of an hour? 80% of 60 minutes an hour, 80% of an hour. Don't do this to me. So 48 minutes. So every day, so I have 2 hours and 48 minutes. So 60 plus 60 plus 60 equals 1K. So if I'm studying every day, so I need to be given 24 minutes every day to Mandarin. Oh, my bad, sorry. Mandarin. So I need to be given 20 minutes. Is that right? 20 minutes times 7. Is that right, y'all? No, 24 minutes. My bad. 24 minutes. Just round it up because I'm not about to do that. 24 minutes to Mandarin every day. Is that? I think that's right, y'all. Yeah, 20. I mean, that's a little bit more. No, do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right. I don't know why I don't like. I'm a round up type of person. If it's 24, then you mean 25. But we're gonna do it right. Okay. Cause this video is going at longer than I thought it should be. Okay. And you can see how slow I am with this. I beat people speeding through this. Okay, because I still got to edit this, heavily edit this. Okay, so for Mandarin is 24 minutes a day, and then for Korean it is no, that's Thai. My bad. My bad. No, okay. Oop. Cause I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, wait a minute. So this is Thai. Obviously, I'm like, Thai is probably the most important here. Obviously, Thai is absolutely more important. This is so chaotic, y'all. My bad. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay, so Mandarin. Now we're going to Mandarin. Mandarin, it is, what's 20? What's that? It's 3 hours. So that's immediately 180, right? So that's 180 minutes. Oh, duh. Hello. The minutes are already there. Oh my God. And I know I didn't calculate that properly. Oh no, okay. So this is 190 minutes divided into 7 days a week. And so 27.1. So for Mandarin, for every day, when it comes to Mandarin, I need to be doing 27 minutes a day, which is, I mean, this is like moderate. Like I said, I needed to make sure that I had time to do all the things. I don't know, like, I feel like 27 minutes is a bit short, but you know, honestly, it pays off if you just really want to, you know, like, honestly. What did I just do? No, I didn't. I did do that. Honestly, it truly, like, pays off. Anyway, so that was Mandarin. So for Korean, you have 120 minutes divided into 7 days. And so that is 17 minutes for Korean each and every day. And quite frankly, I feel like with this, you know, schedule, small progress is better than no progress at all. I feel like a lot of times I've overwhelmed myself with a lot of tasks. I mean, even this may seem a lot, but I've overwhelmed myself. But when I take it in small strides, I always overcome. Like with school, I had to start using the, you know, Pomodoro method. And so it helped me get focused, stay focused, and not get so overwhelmed with my writing and assignments. You got 7 pages to do, you know, you got 10 pages to do, and I'm just like, But so yeah, so we're gonna stop right here because this video is getting very, very long, and I haven't even gotten to the resources, so I'll make another video about the resources as they come in per language. But anyway, I think I did a really good job, you guys. I'm so excited for learning. I'm so excited for my goals. I'm just so excited, and I'm happy that you're here. I will again link in the description for this Notion template and her video. I will also link my 32 for 32 list in the description box below. My Notion template, you can use that if you want to make intentional lists for your 32, for your 42, your 62, your 32, your 22, whatever list that you are making, or whatever intentional effort that you're making for your birthday year, for your personal year, you can use that template. Yeah, so that's it. I love you. If you like this video, very chaotic in itself, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, share. Put all the things in the comment section below. Put what languages you are deciding to learn, if you are deciding to learn any. If you have any tips and tricks for me as a new beginner to language learning, kind of, put them in the comment section below. I will like them, answer them, talk to you. I talk back to you. And as always, if you want to see my pretty face again, you want to come back, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.